Greetings. Where are we going this week? Well, let's talk about this for a little bit. We're going to the Far East. And I promised one of you who is having some difficulty pulling up the selections on the YouTubes that I would play one for you now tonight so you can hear it here, and then you can come here and listen to this one. I don't know how to describe this one. We'll just say it's in the Far East. You're not going to believe me when I'm about to tell you. But listen to this thing closely, and all of a sudden you will think you are listening to bluegrass music. Now, if you're not familiar with bluegrass, trust me, this is what it's going to sound like. Ready? This is something I have found very interesting. And let's see if I can pull it up here using my technology skills. And it's somewhere. There it is. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Nakata Bushi is the name of this selection. Nikata-Bushi. Okay, if you want the full version, you can find it on YouTube. Okay, now, I'm taking my glasses off because it's reflecting in the back of my eyes and making me look like some creature from outer space or something. Okay, I played that because one of the people had said that you were having trouble finding them on the YouTube. Now, this week we're going to do it a little bit differently. You can use that one if you want to compare, or you can take any one you want to from the East. We are on chapters 8 and 10 this week, and we could not be more different. 8 and 10. Now, you've been doing a great job. Okay, let me tell you the good news, the bad news. There's about half of you are doing an awesome job on the forums, and the others have picked up the last couple of days, so that's really great. I really like your responses. You're having fun with it, and that's what you're supposed to do. Obviously, what was my feeling on that last selection we just listened to? Well, it was interesting. Like I said, it sounded bluegrass until I heard the vocal part come in, and that kind of lost the bluegrass favor. I will also say the song was not real popular with our family cat. That was not his favorite selection that I've listened to in here. So let's go ahead and talk about what we're doing. This time we're going to the East. Now, I was so thrilled because one of you picked up on the forums the fact that I kept referring to Poland as a little country. You don't have to be a big country to have a lot of music, and I was thrilled that you picked up on that. The East, we've got a lot of people. We can go that way. Do we have to have a lot of people to have a lot of music? So this will be a really different concept this week. One of you picked up on that in the forum too and mentioned it. Your papers have been very, very good. May I make a recommendation? A couple of you, you've gotten this little note and you can be very happy. Please follow the instructions for the assignments. That's enough to say on that. If you don't, it'll hurt your grades. Okay, so let's go ahead, and then what's the other area we're going to? Well, we're going to the Arab countries. So what you're supposed to do this week, on my notes down here, I have East Asia, or Japan, including Japan. You can, they're right across the river from each other, so to speak. And then you can have the Arabia country. Now, one of the ones, if you want something that's really interesting, the call to prayer for Arabian music is really beautiful. I teach a lot of these classes, different things, and I think you'll find that. So, one of the other things I was going to tell you is, as we go through the different countries, I have taught lots of humanities classes. I was telling one of you, if you enjoyed the African technology, the African music and stuff, there is a book by Achebe, I believe it is, A-C-H-E-B-E, called Things Come Apart or Things Fall Apart. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning book. It's about Africa as it goes through the translation. It's not a hard read. It's a short book. I think you would find it interesting if you found Africa interesting. As far as the Polish music, like I said on the emails, hey, they gave us Chopin. And if you want to read a book there, you can always go read a book by George Sand, who was Chopin's girlfriend. We won't go that route. But anyway, so let's go ahead, and George Sand was actually a lady who dressed like a man so she could sell her books. Okay, so let's go ahead now. We're back to the East. We're back to Arabia. Have fun with it. You've been doing a great job. You can pick whatever songs you want in those two areas. This week you get to make me look. What I want you to do, you pick them from the YouTube selections from your textbook. Then I want you to tell me which ones you picked, and then I'll have to look them up and listen to them when you pick them out. So we're just reversing the roles this week. You're doing a great job. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Oh, you know how we talk about that we like things that we're familiar with? Have you noticed that all of our Videos have been filmed in the same office. I think next week I may move to a different room just so I can see what it's like to film a YouTube in some other room other than my office. So until next time, this is Dennis saying good night, and I'll see you next week. You have done a good job of giving me a telephone call or an email if you have a problem. Please keep doing it. Folks, I'm semi-retired. All I do is teach, so I'm just waiting for your messages, your calls, and that's why you get those long, lengthy comments about your papers. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.